Hey pals, why planning and strategy setting might feel like inaction and what you can do about it. One of the things that I hear from people is that they are so deep in planning that they feel like they are in a mode of inaction. That the vision that they're trying to reach is so far away because they're spending so much time on planning and strategy. And that in the end, it's just not worth all the effort because we're just trying to get to this one big vision and we just start working on it now. Let's get to it. Let's just get things moving and then we'll figure it out as we go. Now, you know where this is going, that I don't think that's a good idea. And the reason why I don't think that's a good idea is because when you're heading down that path, you have a vision for where you want to reach. And if you don't have a map on where you want to go, you may not end up in the right place. You may end up somewhere else that's near, or maybe even somewhere that's really far away. And then when you get to the end, you might feel like, I did all this work and I never got to where I wanted to go. An analogy of this is, and why it feels like inaction, and why planning and strategy is really important, especially for a marketing strategy, is if you're standing at the rim of the Grand Canyon and you look across and you see how far it is, and if you're in your mind, you're envisioning that we're going to make this in one big jump, you're never going to make it. No matter how big of a rocket car that you build, and if you put all of your work into building that rocket car, it may not work, and odds are it's not going to ever work, building a rocket car to jump over the Grand Canyon in just one big step. The reality is that you need to look at around you, your surroundings, and figure out, how can I take this one step at a time down and through the canyon so that I can get to the other side? And that's where planning and strategy comes in, is that you identify your milestones and then you identify the steps that it takes to reach that milestone. Not all in one big jump, from A to B, and then from B to C, what it is that you need to do. If you feel like planning and strategy is missing action, that's where the action is. And it may not be the most exciting stuff. There's these little teeny tiny tasks that need to get done. But if you're working on those little teeny tiny tasks every day, you're one step closer to making it all the way across the canyon. So that's what I got for this time. I'd love to hear your feedback on this topic. Leave a comment below wherever you're watching this video. I'd love to hear what you think when it comes to tackling a big vision, how you go through that process. That's all for me. See you next time.